A team of divers just found something under the Arctic water that shouldn't exist. In Iraq, archaeologists uncovered an entire city that history completely forgot about. And one of the most famous monuments on Earth just gave up a secret it had been hiding for 5,000 years. These aren't old stories you've heard before. These are brand new discoveries, some of them announced just weeks ago. And they're rewriting textbooks in real time. By the end of this video, 7 ancient mysteries that have puzzled scientists for years, decades, even centuries, are all going to make sense. We're going from a shipwreck that fooled experts for years, to a lost megacity the size of a small country, to bones that finally revealed the truth about a doomed Arctic voyage. Some of these answers took a single lucky find. Others took teams of scientists years of careful digging, patient enough to keep asking questions long after everyone else had given up. And what's wild is that every single one of these comes from the last few months. Let's get into it. Number 1. For years, divers off the coast of Spain kept finding strange metal helmets scattered across the seabed. 43 of them, corroded, half-buried, sitting in the sand like they'd been waiting to be noticed. And every expert who looked at them assumed the same thing. These had to be Roman, remnants of some ancient naval disaster over 1,000 years old. It made sense. It fit the story everyone already believed. But when researchers finally ran a full analysis, the results didn't match. The metal, the construction, the design, none of it lined up with Rome. These helmets were medieval, which means the wreck wasn't an ancient Roman disaster at all. It was a completely different chapter of history, hiding in plain sight, misidentified for years simply because everyone assumed the older, more dramatic explanation had to be the right one. Sometimes the biggest archaeological mistake isn't missing the evidence. It's seeing it and assuming you already know what it means. Number 2. But here's the thing, lost cities don't stay lost forever. Beneath the desert of modern Iraq, along the banks of the Tigris River, archaeologists just confirmed something extraordinary. They believe they've rediscovered Alexandria on the Tigris, a lost metropolis founded during the age of Alexander the Great himself. A city so completely buried by time that its exact location had been debated by historians for generations. Entire neighborhoods, streets, and structures sat forgotten under layers of sand and soil while the modern world built up around them, completely unaware of what was underneath. Think about that for a second. Finding a lost city isn't like finding a lost object you misplaced. It's like discovering that an entire chapter of human history was hiding right under everyone's feet the whole time, waiting for someone to finally look down. Number 3. And that's not all, because thousands of miles away in Kazakhstan, archaeologists surveying the open steppe found something that shouldn't have been possible for the time period. A Bronze Age settlement covering half a square mile, dating back to around 1600 BC. They're calling it Semiyarka, and it's the largest city of its kind ever found anywhere in the region. Before this discovery, historians assumed Bronze Age communities out on the open steppe were small, scattered, disconnected from each other, barely more than isolated camps. Semiyarka proves that theory wrong. Thousands of years before empires as we know them existed, people out on that open grassland were already building organized, large-scale urban life, complete with planning and infrastructure. It doesn't just add one city to the map. It rewrites the entire timeline of civilization for a whole region of the world. Number 4. Off the coast of Norway, near a place called Øygarden, divers investigating a submerged stone structure made a discovery that connects directly to survival in one of the harshest environments on the planet. What did they find down there in the freezing dark? A medieval whale trap, a deliberately engineered device used by ancient communities to hunt whales for food, oil, and materials needed to survive brutal northern winters. This is direct physical proof of exactly how organized and how desperate ancient whaling operations really were. People weren't just getting lucky with the occasional beached whale washing ashore. They were designing entire systems built specifically around hunting the largest animals on Earth, using nothing but stone, rope, and knowledge passed down through generations. Number 5. In Tigris, Egypt, a joint Egyptian and German mission just uncovered roughly 13,000 inscribed ostraca, broken pieces of pottery covered in handwritten text. And this is not 13,000 copies of the same message. These fragments document over 1,000 years of everyday administrative life. Taxes, trade records, personal notes, the ordinary details of people who lived and worked in that region generation after generation. Historians often rely on monuments and tombs to understand ancient civilizations, but monuments only tell you about kings and pharaohs. 13,000 scraps of broken pottery tell you about everyone else, the farmers, the merchants, the everyday people who actually made that civilization function every single day for 1,000 years straight. Number 6. In the town of Tonsberg, Norway, archaeologists uncovered a pristine gold ring featuring intricate filigree work, sitting quietly in the ground for roughly 700 years, waiting to be found. What makes a discovery like this so valuable isn't just the gold itself. It's the condition. A ring this detailed, this well-preserved, gives historians a rare, direct window into medieval craftsmanship, wealth, and status, frozen in time from the exact moment it was lost or deliberately buried. Somewhere 7 centuries ago, someone lost something precious to them. Maybe they searched for it. Maybe they never even knew it was gone. And it waited underground for the better part of a millennium just to be found now, in our lifetime. And finally, the bonus discovery, the one that ties this whole video together. For decades, one question about Stonehenge refused to go away. How did ancient people move the massive 6-ton altar stone to its final resting place? Most of the monument's other stones came from relatively nearby quarries, which already impressed archaeologists. But the altar stone was different, and nobody could explain why. New evidence has now confirmed something almost hard to believe. That stone wasn't sourced locally at all. It was deliberately transported hundreds of kilometers, all the way from Scotland, using nothing but ancient tools, timber sledges, and raw human determination. Think about the scale of that undertaking. No engines, no modern machinery, no wheels built for that kind of load. Just coordinated human effort, moving a 6-ton stone across an entire country, on purpose for a monument that still stands today, 5,000 years later. It's proof that ancient civilizations were far more organized, far more capable, and far more determined than we usually give them credit for. 7 mysteries. 7 answers that were sitting undiscovered until right now, in 2026. A misidentified shipwreck. A forgotten metropolis. A megacity nobody expected. A whale trap frozen in stone. 13,000 voices from ordinary people. A ring that waited 7 centuries. And a 6-ton stone that crossed an entire country by hand. And that raises the real question, doesn't it? If all of this was still waiting to be found this year, what else is still buried out there right now, waiting for someone to dig in exactly the right spot? Tell us in the comments which one of these 7 discoveries surprised you the most. And if you want to see the next set of ancient mysteries the moment they get solved, make sure you're subscribed and keep that notification bell on. Because history keeps proving it isn't finished with us yet.